Okay. I was going to do like a pick a heart reading, but I think what I'm going to do is just read for myself, and whoever it resonates with is going to find it. Because I know we are collective, and a lot of the things I go through, I know other people go through. And sometimes it shows up a little bit later, and it's like, oh, I totally understand that because I just went through it. So Two of Pentacles, feeling very off balance, juggling this or that, like keeping that happy face. You are acting like the whole world is okay, but it's not. You're very unhappy where you're at, but you're trying not to be miserable. It's like you're trying to bloom where you're planted. You're trying to figure out how to find your happy, but not like let the unhappiness suck you dry in the meantime. So it's like you're keeping a smile on your face, and you're trying very hard to stay positive. You're trying very hard to keep everything balanced. It's almost like, because of the infinity symbol here, I feel like you're putting the weight of the world on your shoulders. And I like that this is the only way I can read for myself, is to act like I'm reading for someone else. So don't mind the terms I use, because I'm reading for both of us here. Oh, man. It feels like this cycle you're caught in, like you're putting everything on yourself. Like you have to be the most spiritual person. You have to be the one that sets the example for the rest of the world. You have to do everything exactly right. It's such a tenuous balance. And really, it's like lighten the fuck up. That is so stressful. It's like you are hanging in there. You're trying to just keep juggling and keep doing what you're doing. But it's making you feel off balance and overwhelmed. But this does give me the sense that you're doing better than you think you are. The Two of Pentacles is always doing better than he thinks he is. What crosses me is Nine of Swords, worry, fear, confusion. I can't seem to see my way through it. And I very much do feel like a timid little mouse with all these swords racing towards me, not knowing what to do. So I just keep juggling and keep acting like I'm not dying inside, like I'm not confused and frustrated and overworked and undervalued. And it's just, I'm not a mouse, damn it, but I feel like a mouse. It's like so much negativity is barraging me that it's very overwhelming. It's making me shut down and go in hermit mode. Foundation of the situation is the Hanged One. I actually really love to see this card there. I love it. For me, it tells me that I'm hanging in there, but it's for a reason. It's like so often the Hanged Man doesn't understand if what he's still doing is worth what he's doing it for. If the benefits are going to outweigh the hard times, basically, because it's not easy being in that hangman position. It's very much feeling upside down. It's very much feeling wrung out, you know. Seeing the world differently than people. It's like feeling a little bit stuck in a place, but that stuck is for a reason. That stuck has a purpose. That stuck has a purpose. So it's very hopeful. All is not lost. Like there is a reason you're stuck here. There is a reason you haven't been able to move yet. Like there is a reason things are going on in your life. Passing influence is Ten of Swords. Ouch. Okay, that is betrayal. Stabbed in the back. I do, you know. I feel like my boss has spied on me and made snide comments. So I can't even have her on my social media. Like, I hope she doesn't watch this because then I just told on myself. But I feel very betrayed. Like, I feel like I have no privacy. Like, all these swords are just coming at me. And it doesn't matter because they're going to stab me in the back. It's like, I feel like anything I tell anyone, it's just ammunition that's going to be used against me later. So I don't even want to talk to people anymore. It's like I'm hearing my spirit guides say, well, just don't let people be nice to you. That's what it's come down to. Don't let people be nice to you so they can't use that against you. And on the flip side, half the time you can't even be nice to people because they're going to take it a different way or they're going to abuse it. Like, it's just hard to be your soft, sensitive self in this cruel, harsh world, especially when you're surrounded by very critical people, very criticizing. What's on your mind is Five of Pentacles, fucking dark night of the soul. I feel that shit deep. Man, it's like this feeling of, what's the point of being so spiritually blessed and being on the path of ascension if you're struggling financially so hard that you're in a puddle of tears all the time? Like, that's hard. That's a hard thing to go through. To be so financially strapped, to have so much spiritual richness inside of you, and it doesn't translate. It doesn't correlate. That's a very dark night of the soul, and that's what I've been struggling with for years and years, not understanding how to get out of that. Near future is the Three of Pentacles. That's teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. So something's going to happen. It's like, again, you feel like you're in the middle of space all by yourself, but really you're connected. You're part of this system that you don't realize you're a part of. And I do also like that the Two of Pentacles, it progresses to the Three. It's like the near future, you're still making progress. You're still baby stepping it ahead, because sometimes that's all you know how to do. Teamwork, validation, creative work done for money. So I think that bodes well for a side hustle. I think it bodes well for projects. Yeah. The way you see the situation is Ten of Pentacles reversed. You don't see money coming in at all. You don't see the financial longevity of this situation or this plan or whatever's coming. You don't see how it can benefit you financially in the long run. I feel like that's what you're currently working on. Like, your finances are stressing you the F out. And so you're trying to get them under wraps and get a hold on them. But the process feels very upending. It feels very upside down and backwards. And you feel probably the opposite of abundant. And it's like, I read something yesterday and this girl said you have to, when you're trying to manifest something, you have to like go through its opposite feeling to be able to make, like, if you're learning something new, you're going to feel dumb as shit, but you're actually becoming more intelligent. You know, something like that. And it's like, if you're doing something new, you're going to feel so stupid, like so useless. But the more you do it and practice, the better you get. Like, I just think you're hard on yourself. And I feel like the answer is here. You're just not looking at it from the right perspective because it was upside down. So you need a new perspective, a new shift in perspective. But the fact is, the card is here. The energy is here. You're just looking at it upside down. Something to think about. The way other people see the situation. Oh man, that was not the right card. That's the next one. The way other people see the situation is this Eight of Cups. They see that you want to leave. They literally see that you want to walk away. I do also get the sense that you often feel like your life is pointless, or you don't really have a purpose, or all this is kind of fucking stupid. But it's because you've been through such hard things. And then people come along behind you, and your story is literally their saving grace. The energy that you left behind in a situation, that you put into a situation, you left that as wisdom for the next generation, basically. That is somebody's beacon of love and light, like a glass in the middle of an arid desert, a glass of water. Like, that's exactly what you've done. Like, you quench people in a way that, it's because I feel like you talk about things other people don't talk about. You say weird shit, and I know it freaks people out, but, like, that's just who you are. You can't, you know, silence that part of you. You're just going to be weird, and people can just deal with it. But that random weird shit you say, that's like a lifeline for people. They hang on to that, and it makes them think, and they whittle on it, and then they go back later, and they're like, what? I've really been thinking about that. And it's like, for you, that's nothing. You've got all these other cups you've left behind. That's nothing to you. But for them, that's everything. They've been walking this path so long with nothing to drink, with no wisdom coming their way for whatever reason. And here you are. You've already walked the path, and you've left cups of water along the way. Like, you're saving people's lives, and you don't even fucking know it. The emotions of the situation is the Tower. This is the card that I put in the wrong spot. Very much emotional Tower moments. I think on both sides. I think other people are starting to understand that you're not happy with the same standard quo that it's always been. You're not happy accepting the same shit that you've always accepted just because that was part of your trauma. You're not happy doing that anymore. And that is huge for people because that's hard for them to accept. Because then they have to stand on their own 2 feet and do things for themselves. They have to find their own information and their own knowledge. They can't follow you around and just drink all the cups you leave behind. I mean, they want to, but they can't. It's a whole Tower moment. They got to do the work themselves at some point. You can be the light out of the dark, but they still have to do the work themselves. They have to experience that Tower moment. Thing is, sometimes you're a Tower moment all your own. You know? The natural effect you have on people. You cut through their bullshit. You don't deal with the dumb shit. I think emotionally you're having a Tower moment. Emotionally feels like everything's falling apart. I do think it's falling into place, but because of your perspective, you have a hard time seeing that in your own life personally, but it's easy for you to tell everybody else. But your life is falling into place. Feels like it's falling apart from the inside out, and that's it. You feel so emotionally wrecked on the inside that you're still holding it together on the outside, and you don't even understand. People don't know. And I'm going to tell you something, too. I don't know who this is going to resonate for, because, again, I'm reading for both of us, but that energy that you've been feeling, all these years, you've been back and forth, like you can't maintain anything. It's like you're so easily influenced by the energies, and I'm going to tell you it's not your energy. It's because you're sensitive. You're feeling somebody else's energy, and you haven't realized all these years that it wasn't yours. You just thought you were up and down and all over the place, but you're so sensitive to other people's energy that you pick it up. That causes Tower moments within you because you don't understand that it's not your energy. You don't understand that you need to protect yourself from this energy because you are important, as unimportant as you feel. You're walking a path and you're doing it alone. You feel very alone. You feel very isolated. The rest of the world doesn't understand you. There's nobody to talk to. There's nobody to ask questions. You're paving the way. But the thing is, sometimes you got to stop and just take a drink of your own water. Just stop and rest a minute and say, what am I doing? Is this what I really want to do? Am I happy? How can I be happier? For the final outcome, Six of Cups kind of wanted to come out. I'm not going to take it, but that would be like someone from the past coming back. So I didn't take it, but Ace of Cups came out. So, so it's like, okay. And Two of Cups is the overall. So we're all cupping it up all of a sudden. So Six of Cups would have been letting your guard down for better or worse. Ace of Cups is new love. So I do think that this intense healing journey you've been on, it will bring new love into your life. I know you're skeptical. And I want to say it's past life. It's not, you know, this life, past life. It's not an ex per se, but it's like past life contract. Like you guys, like before this life, you met up and you were like, listen, we are literally going to go through some hard shit here. Okay? You're going to go through this and I'm going to go through this. And so let's make a contract that when we're coming out of the other side of the healing, let's meet and let's commit to the growth of each other. How beautiful is that? So you just got to keep healing and keep baby stepping out of the darkness because I know you feel it. I'm just going to say it again. Your life is not falling apart. It is falling into place. You just don't realize it. So, tiny mustard seed of faith. I hope that helped someone. It actually was very helpful for me to read my own cards this way like it was for somebody else. But really all of that was kind of what I've been feeling. So I kind of, you know, I hope that helps somebody or resonates with somebody or at least lets y'all know what a fucking shit show I am. So, you know, welcome. I hope y'all have a good day.